Hello, and first off I want to mention before you watch this video, this is going to be a huge spoiler to Hocus Pocus 2. So if you have not seen the movie, please do not watch this video because there will be parts that will be spoiled for you. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. In today's video, by the title you can tell we're going to be talking Hocus Pocus 2. Did we like it? Did we not like it? What did we think? And also I want to talk about Halloween Ends and your thoughts on that coming up. Now during this video you're going to be seeing some pictures Hocus Pocus related, and I will explain where these are all from towards the end of this video. But without further ado, let's just get into it. So Hocus Pocus 2, my honest thoughts. The first time I watched it, I did not 100% like it. I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10 the first time I watched it. I didn't like the music. I felt the movie was rushed. I felt like the Sanderson sisters weren't as funny as they were in the first Hocus Pocus movie. I felt like it was missing something. It was missing a link. They should have brought one of the characters back from the first movie, meaning Max, Danny, or Allison. Now I did see in an interview Danny was contacted and invited back for the movie, but she had a conflict. And then I saw in another interview that Allison wanted to be in the movie, but she was never contacted. So if they would have brought Danny back, I feel like it would have made the movie so much better. Now I will tell you, in the beginning of the movie, I love the intro. I love the young girls that played the Sanderson sisters as kids. I thought they did an amazing job, and that girl that played Winifred was stunning, absolutely amazing. Their mannerisms, those girls were fabulous. Again, I did not like the music at all, but I will tell you, upon watching the movie a second time, my views and ratings changed of this movie. I gave it a 8.5 out of 10 because a lot of things made more sense. The first time I watched it, I was so excited to be watching a new Hocus Pocus movie that I missed a lot of stuff, and then of course there was a few interruptions in the first movie when I was watching it. The second time I watched it by myself, no interruptions, and I loved it 100 times more. There's a lot of Easter eggs in the movie. I've seen some comments about some people saying how ugly the dress was of the sorcerer witch that the Sanderson sisters encountered as young girls. Now there were lots of references with this eye dress, and one being Book has an eye. Also, the colors in Danny's dress in the original movie was the same colors in the dress of the sorcerer witch. Also, in Gilbert's store, where the young teens went to shop and get the second black flame candle, there was a curtain that was an eye, as well as one of the young teen girls is wearing a scarf in the movie that has eyes on it. Now also the scene where the mayor is standing in line waiting to get his candied apple, there was a couple dressed up as the couple from the first movie. That scene where the Sanderson sisters get invited into Master's house and they call his wife Medusa because of the rollers in her hair. Well, there was a couple standing behind the mayor dressed up as Penny Marshall, the Marshalls, Penny Marshall and her husband. They're actually married in real life. I'm not sure if anyone realizes that, but they were both married in real life. Sadly, they have passed away. Rest in peace. But they were married in real life. Now, another Easter egg is when Winifred is flying around and they're trying to find the mayor, and she peeks into a window. Well, the people inside that house that she peeks in the window are actually watching that very same scene where the Sanderson sisters go into the house and say master, and they call his wife Medusa because of the rollers in her hair. Also, in the street, in the parade, there is a lady dressed up as Danny and Max's mom, wearing the same Madonna outfit that she did in the first Hocus Pocus. Now, I will say I did really like the 3 young teens that played the part of the new Witch's Coven. I did like the story. I did like the angle and where it was going, but I feel like it would have been way better if maybe they encountered Danny or Allison, and Danny and or Allison was able to guide them in helping with the Sanderson sisters, or tell her her stories about the Sanderson sisters, some type of storyline like that. Now, if there is a Hocus Pocus 3, I really do hope that they do bring back either Danny, Allison, or Max, or if not all 3. I do not want there to be a TV series. I really hope that there is a part 3, because again, I feel like it will play better homage to Bette Midler. Bette Midler is an icon. She is amazing. She is 77 years old. And to have a part 3, I think would be absolutely amazing. But if they do not bring Sarah Jessica Parker back, Kathy Naminji, and Bette Midler, if they do not end up coming back, I feel like how they ended Hocus Pocus 2 was a great homage to Bette Midler. It was very sad, and I did like it, but one can only tell if there will be a Hocus Pocus 3 and if they will be coming back. But how they left it, I feel like they left that door wide open for that. Okay, so let's talk funny parts of the movie. My favorite funny parts of the movie was one when they were in the mayor's house, and Mary says, when Alexa goes off, "It's a child talking in a box." And then when Winifred said, "Let's split up," and then Sarah does the splits. These were silly, funny things, but they had me laughing. And you also have to remember, this movie is catered towards young children as well. And the other scene I thought that was funny, but a little overplayed, but in a kid's eyes, a kid probably would think it was hilarious, was when they were in Walgreens and they were drinking everything that said youth, or, to make them younger. I thought that scene was very cute, silly, funny, but yes, maybe a little overplayed. I didn't really like the fact that Mary had Roombas. I thought that was a little weird. I mean, it was, again, silly, funny, I guess, going with today's times. But, I mean, overall, watching the movie a second time, like I said, you gain a different kind of take on it, and I did like it better. So if you had mixed feelings watching it the first time, you should definitely watch it a second time. Now, I can't forget Billy, and I wanted to say real quick, there's a lot of speculation on his accent because there was no accent heard in the first movie. Well, that's because he barely spoke in the first movie. The second movie gave him more of a character, and he spoke a lot more. I thought it was great they brought Billy back. I absolutely loved his part. His part was fabulous, and I loved where his storyline went. Now, a lot of these pictures that you're looking at, there's a place in Pasadena, California called Sugar Mint. Last summer, my daughter and I went around to all the Michael Myers filming locations we could find. And next to the Michael Myers house, where his house was filmed, is this place called Sugar Mint. It is next door to the Michael Myers house in Pasadena, California. She has some movie memorabilia. It is a little museum, so to speak. She told me she also was running a kind of Airbnb. I'm not sure if she's still doing it. but she has memorabilia from Halloween, and she also has some stuff from the Hocus Pocus movie. Now, the Hocus Pocus book that you see pictures of, she was telling me that there were 4 or 5, I can't remember what she said, and she got one of the 4 or 5 books from the actual Hocus Pocus movie. So it is in a glass case, but was so cool to see it in person. Okay, let's talk Halloween Ends. Halloween Ends is going to be coming out pretty soon here, October 14th release date. I think some places it's going to be out on the 13th. What are we hoping for? Do we really think that it's over? What are your thoughts on this? Do we like where the storyline's going? There are so many Halloween movies that they have done. What was your favorite storyline that you wish they might have stuck with? I love Jamie Lee Curtis. I liked all of the Halloween movies, and I kind of stayed true to the ones that she was in, all the way up to Resurrection. But then when they did Halloween and brought her back, because in Resurrection she passed away. So then Resurrection, everything before didn't exist. They could have gone 2 different ways with it, though. They could have come back and she could have had a son, but instead she had a daughter. Well, I'm really surprised they didn't bring back Jamie as her daughter from Halloween 4 and 5. That would have been really cool. So what are your thoughts on it? Let me know what you think, what your expectations are. Now, a lot of people are sad that it's Halloween Ends. But I did want to say something, and I don't know if anything is going to happen. I just want to put that out there. But in 6 years is going to be the Halloween 50th anniversary from when it originally started in 1978. So I really can't imagine that they are not going to do anything for the Halloween's 50th anniversary. So let me know your thoughts. I really don't think it's the end, especially, like I said, with such a big event coming up as a 50th anniversary. I do not feel like we've seen the last of Michael Myers. Now, all these pictures you are seeing are the locations that my daughter and I went to visit all of where the Halloween movies were filmed. This house where Laurie Strode lived, the people that actually live there, they have a picture, as you previously saw, of how Jamie Lee Curtis sat on the front pillar, and they actually have a pumpkin prop you can use to sit on that pillar and copy how she sat. The pictures I'm showing right now is the actual neighborhood where Laurie Strode and Annie were babysitting, and then you're going to see the balcony where Michael jumped out or fell off. Now, I do say when you go visit these locations, people still live at these houses, so please be respectful. But it was just very iconic to go visit these locations, and a lot of fun. Now, again, that place I was talking about, the Sugar Mint little museum place, that's where I took pictures of all those photos. She had lots of memorabilia, and as you can see right here, she has the Michael Myers 2018 replica statue, and he is so creepy looking. As you can see, he looks very real. I take an up close picture of him, as you can see right here, and he is creepy. This little house at Sugar Mint is so cute and so cool. You have to go there. These are some pictures that she had hanging on the wall that were really cool during the filming process. Look how young Jamie Lee Curtis looks. And then the infamous scene from the first original Halloween movie. Here I am standing there in my Michael Myers t-shirt. Now, she also did have some fun images outside. She had a bunch of Michael Myers statues. He's looking in the window. And then here I am with Michael himself. Well, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. This was a lot of fun going to all these places. Comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts of what you think about the new Hocus Pocus 2 and what you think about Halloween Ends coming up. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that as well. And thank you so much for watching, and please be sure to hit that subscribe button because it does help my channel out a lot. Thank you. Have a good one.